To the Cottage Diaries. Today I wanted to talk about just some summer projects that I'm working on, finishing up a few things that I realized I never completely finished. I feel like I've talked about this in the past and that I thought that I had, but when I sit back and I look at some of these spaces, I realize how much I missed. And by that I mean my baseboards and then the casings around the windows. So today I went to Home Depot because I'm focusing on my curtains and my windows. I really want to finally complete that project that apparently I never completed. So I am focusing on my curtains. Now, this week my daughter is going to be extending them. And in my last video, I talked about that. And you will have seen in the last video that the grommets for the curtains that I had hanging up, they were at the bottom. And that was on purpose. And I wrote over the video, but I just want to mention that I do not have my curtains hanging from the grommets because I do not like that look. I just ordered 2 double rod, the ones that go around, the ones that curve into the wall. So I just ordered 2 of those from Amazon and I cannot wait for those to come because the problem with the way that my window, what do you call it? The window, not the window treatments, but the rods are right now with the finials on the end. They do not allow the curtains to hang the width of the window and just to cover it to the end. So I'm looking forward to having this new style rod up, and especially the fact that it's a double rod. I am just all about the double rod because then I can have some shears hanging behind that. I do not feel like the window is completed unless there are shears behind the drapes. So that's important to me when dressing a window. The next thing for a completed window when it comes to dressing it would be the tie backs. So some kind of tie back. I have found these beautiful tie backs. These are magnetic and you can just tie back the window drapes with these. If you have these, please let me know in the comments below. They come in different colors, different finishes. I will try to link it in my description box below. And they come in a pack of 2. And so this is just helping me to achieve this certain look with window treatments that I really love, just for it to be able to open. With that being said, and these not being done yet, maybe by the end of this video she will be done with this, but I know that I'm not going to have the double rod up yet by the time this video goes out, so we can most likely plan on me showing the finished project next week in next week's video. I want to break away to tell you something very important about these life books that I have for sale on Amazon right now. So if any of you have purchased the new academic life books, please know that I made a mistake in the February calendar. So the mistake is that on the week of the 16th, there are two 19th, 20, and 21. So those are the wrong dates in the February section and for both Februaries that I have. So if you purchased yours and you already received it, you might want to go in there and correct those dates. And I do apologize for this oversight, but for this past week, if you purchased them and moving forward, all of the new ones should be updated. But just know that if you had purchased them whenever I said that they were available up until just last week, then those were not changed. So that is just a little heads up for you. If you did purchase one, I am sorry for that oversight. I was very frustrated when I learned about it, but I am so grateful that one of my subscribers and patrons, Larissa, did let me know about it, because I of course want to know if there are any kinds of mistakes in there. That way I can correct them. So a really big thank you to her for sending me, and it was just such a nice letter. In addition to that, I'm very hard on myself when it comes to making mistakes, especially like this if you are purchasing something. So I am very grateful for her kindness in letting me know about it, and also just her encouraging words. So please know that this is something that I corrected as soon as she let me know about it. So moving forward, all of them should be correct, unless there is another mistake that I don't know about. But I will try to take extra care, which I thought I was doing, but even having, you know, more than one person looking at it before I do publish it, that's something that I'm going to just make sure that I do moving forward. The one thing I wanted to share today in this video was that sometimes these projects take time. I know that I've talked about this in a past video, but we can be so used to seeing someone's quick before and after project being done, and with some of my videos you will see that things really do take a lot of time for me to complete. And it's not so much about, you know, just getting in there and getting it done right away, because that's not always feasible. It's not feasible for me. I rely on different things, you know, people working at their pace, for instance, and not everything can get done right away. And sometimes we have to save for different things that we want to do, or sometimes it takes us longer than others to just make up our mind about what we want to put on, you know, these different things that we want to do. So for me, it was the window treatments. It took me some time to figure out, but here we are. So I'm happy to finally be finishing this project up, but I want to do it right, especially with the paint. So today I want to finally finish the trim, finish the baseboards, finish the trim around the windows, and then also I might want to repaint the windowsills a little, because it will make it a lot easier to clean that area. The other thing that I wanted to make sure to do was to paint the apothecary cabinet or drawer set that I have for my daughter. Now, I just got that recently from my aunt's house. She's had it for a long time, and they said that they were going to be using that for CDs, and they said that it was like a CD case. But anyway, I just thought of my daughter and how she sews and all of the little things that she tries to cram into her sewing box. She really needed some other kind of place to organize all of her things. I couldn't be bothered to make my bed today, apparently. Well, the paintbrush has reached my hands, and that means that everything that needs to be painted this color must be painted this color. It's time to redo my dressing table. It is just full of grime and it's gross, and it doesn't matter how much I try to wash it down. Some of those areas do not clean up well, especially with chalk paint, and I did do a sealant over it, but it just basically absorbs any kind of oils or anything. So anyway, I'm going to be doing that. I'm also going to be repainting my husband's nightstand. So that was painted with chalk paint as well. And my nightstand I had painted with the white blush. Actually, I didn't paint it. I don't know why I always say that. My daughter painted it, the white blush, and I just really like the sheen finish to it, the satin finish. So since everything is in disarray right now and I'm waiting for the apothecary drawer to dry before I can put on the next coat, I'm just going to keep painting. So that's what I'm going to do right now. It will be so nice to get this done because I feel like it will make a difference when I dust these pieces of furniture. Because before, I mean, yes, I could dust it, but especially my husband's nightstands, they just never looked nice. So I'm looking forward to having a nice satin finish. Okay, I just completed painting the tops of all of those pieces. As I was painting, I realized that it wasn't important to paint like the legs and the fronts and things like that, especially those things that I gilded, but I just wanted the tops painted because that's where I really dust, and especially the fronts of these drawers, they look so much better now. So I'm just going to take a little bit of a break. Once everything dries, I'm going to put everything back and then make my bed. And you know, when you have big projects to do and some things have not gotten done, you know that the finished product is coming and it will just feel great to put everything back in its place. That's how I'm feeling about my bedroom right now. So I'm just not going to stress about such things. There's no need to do that. Okay, I think that the first coat is dried now on that apothecary drawer set. So I'm going to go back over there, get that done. The first coat never looks good. I'm looking at it, really regretting my decision to paint it in the first place. But we didn't like it, the color that it was. And that's actually the color that my buffet table was that I really didn't like either. So I just have a feeling that I will really like it, and Ayla will really like it once it has that next coat on it. So, and especially once I get the drawers labeled. So I'm just trying to keep my eye on the prize. I just got done writing down everything that would be inside of those drawers. I numbered it. Not that it really matters when I'm putting it in, but this is just to make it easier for myself. I also just got done cutting the pieces that I'm going to use as labels. I'm just going to write everything down, put them in the drawers, and then I will show you what the end result looks like. Everything is labeled. She's able to see what is in there, and I think that it will look nice with all of her bedroom furniture as well. At this point, I decided against painting the hardware gold. I'm just going to leave it as is for now. I think that I'm pretty much just done trying to make over this piece. But, you know, it's just something that looks nice and uniformed, and something that is a great way to organize all of these little things that she needs to be able to sew. What started as a subtle whitewash project quickly turned into a white blush painting of the whole piece.
but we're both very pleased with the final results. It was a highly productive day, and that dress I wore in my last video also had time to receive a little facelift.